Hey, so I forgot my camera, so it's just a little overview while I do some work. I've got some insulation. It's thick. It's cool stuff. Labels somewhere around here. Rigid. It's got plastic on both sides, and it's gonna fit up in my spot up here. So I'm gonna do some cutting, some trimming, and we'll go from there. Sorry, I'll try to bring the camera. I'm trying. I got a little gap between the wood and the insulation. Got it right there. So I'm just going to stuff a little bit in there, little extra small little pieces. Brought my generator with me so I could stand on it. Ugh. Very nice. Life was in the pocket the whole time. Don't carry so much stuff in your pocket. You may have noticed there that I did a little bit of a tape job. Right here. Apparently I haven't been recording. I don't know when it stopped. So, I'll try that one more time. So, got it taped in. I had a cut here on the plastic. So, I'm going to continue with that. I have another one here I'm going to tape up real quick. And yeah, this is the product. It has a plastic outside on both sides. Plastic here too. Plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this plastic as a vapor barrier. I'm going to tape up the ends and stuff like that, see how it goes. Alright, let's see how long this lasts before it stops recording again. I'm going to flip it. See if flipping the screen shuts it off. So flipping the view screen from front to forward shuts off the recording. Flip the screen on the camera, the viewing screen, so I can see what I'm doing and make sure you guys have a good angle. Shuts off the recording. Now I know. always try to measure from a flat side. So if you cut one side, flip it over and measure from the other side. Cut side, flat, see, flat side. Bumpy. Flat. And it was at this point that I realized that I've missed an entire section of my recording where I put up the wood for my ceiling. I'm using a product called Hardboard. I thought it was a great little product. I have a little bit more to discuss on that in some later videos, but for now that's mostly what I used. And we'll get in here and finish up the final section to finally finish off my ceiling. I've got my last remaining board that I want to put in. Unfortunately, this truss ended up going a little bit this way. So I didn't get a straight truss, I got a bit of a sideways truss. So I got to figure out how to cut this board so it goes along with the next one. So what I did is I put a screw at that end, right where the old board sits, and I put a screw at that end, right where the board sits. Alright. And I don't have anything with me except for this straight piece of wood, because I can't find my chalk line. If I knew where my chalk line was, I'd just draw a chalk line and be done with it. Wrap around the two little screws, pump it, and away we go. But this is how we're going to do it, so this is how we're going to do it. That fit too good. I thought I had a little bit to trim off. Oh, but it just snug in. I don't necessarily recommend doing it that way, but effects are effects, and the sun's going down. So I gotta do work. Alright, I'm gonna do some other things. Be back. So here I seem to have had another issue with my camera. The thing with the camera that I was using is it had an on-off button to start it, plus it had an external mic which had its own on-off button. And I guess I forgot to turn the microphone portion of the camera on. But nevertheless, we'll continue to get work done. I've decided to use Roxol insulation in this section because it was so much smaller. And now I'm applying vapor barrier to the top and the side of my new roof. You can also note that I did not lift the roof height in the bedroom area, and I kind of did that on purpose because trying to work around the fridge enclosure, the closets, and the bathroom would have been quite difficult. And this also gives an aspect of an airiness when you walk into the living area when you're coming from the bedroom, which I found quite fantastic. Now the new roof does go all the way across. It's just I have a bit of an attic area above the bedroom, which would also help with some added insulation. But surely enough, we will get this all done. Some of you keen-eyed people may notice that I have a little bit of a gap on the very top of this run, and a little gap that you see there on the bottom. That's because the bulk of my wiring comes through there, goes across and back over to the other side of the RV, and so I gotta have to box that out later and leave a little bit of space. And as I start putting in this final panel to complete my ceiling, I would like to thank everybody. I hope you greatly enjoyed it, If you did, I would really appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see more of this project, please give a subscribe. And then you can continue with the journey with me as I build out this. Well, I plan on making a 4-season RV dwelling. It's been a lot of hard work and a lot of a learning curve when it comes to camera work, being in front of the camera, and doing the editing. So thank you. And I promise that every episode will get better.